There are no excuses. That's the view of the opposition PNP this evening as it blasted the government for not voting in favor of a United Nations resolution which called for a sustained humanitarian truce in Gaza. This follows the deadly Israel-Hamas war. Shameful and deliberate no vote, claims opposition leader Mark Golding. Mr. Golding is criticizing the government for what he says was an intentional no-show at the 10th Emergency Special Session of the UN General Assembly on October 26 on the situation in the Middle East.
They deliberately absented themselves from the UN Assembly, and so they didn't vote for it. And it's an awful, awful thing that has happened.
In a post on social media platform X on Friday, Foreign Affairs Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith wrote, "Regrettably, consultations were underway with Kingston which did not conclude in time for the close of vote." However, Mr. Golding says he does not accept that excuse from the minister.
For Jamaica not to have voted in support of that resolution today is a very shameful day for our country. You know, as a Jamaican, I feel not only disappointed, I feel embarrassed that our country would take themselves away from the...
He says Jamaica has always played a prominent role on the world stage and argued the absence will affect the country's reputation internationally.
From Daddy Manley's time, he was the first country in the Western Hemisphere to impose a boycott on apartheid South Africa. And in the Michael Manley era, he was fully supportive of the struggle to rid South Africa of apartheid, the struggle for independence in Zimbabwe, which was then Rhodesia. So we have a long history of supporting movements that are seeking to manage their own affairs. And you know, the Palestinians have that right too. And so from my point of view, what has happened today is not going to make us look anything other than like a country that has lost its way.
Mr. Golding adds that Jamaica has always supported the struggle of the Palestinian people and noted it's not an anti-Israel position.
I'm all in favor of Israel defending themselves. What happened on the 7th of October was an atrocious act, a despicable act of violence against civilians, and we condemn it to the max. But the response must be proportionate, and it must be tailored and targeted at the wrongdoers, not at the civilian population of Palestine. We do not support what is happening there now. Thousands of children are being killed in those airstrikes.
Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 7,000 people in Gaza since October 7.